Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So it's bright and early, Saturday morning, mind, body, and soul, daily discipline. This is how we get through. Let's get into today's topic. I want to talk about self-mastery. Do you own yourself? Who owns you? I think we like to think that, of course, I own myself. I own this body, I own this mind, I own this messy hair, I own myself. I'm the owner of myself, just like I'm the owner of that truck out there or the motorcycles in that garage. I mean, we kind of think that's what individuality is. Your parents don't own you. Maybe they do when you're a kid. I never believed that my parents owned me, even as a kid. As a 10-year-old little boy, I felt like I owned myself. I do what I want. I don't know if we really own ourselves. I think that's a false construct, and I think it's a source of suffering. I think it creates a rigid mindset of ignorance. I think it's just the wrong way of looking at things. We don't own ourselves. And you think, well, then who does? Nobody. The concept of ownership doesn't apply. It's the wrong philosophy. It's the wrong way to look at it. And we got to dive deeper into it, though. Self-mastery kind of implies, though, that I'm the master. I'm the owner. If I'm the master, I'm the owner. If I'm the master of that plantation, I'm the owner of that plantation, right? But self-mastery is not about controlling yourself like a puppet. Self-mastery isn't about that form of control. It may appear to be. Self-mastery is about daily discipline and a daily search for virtue. So self-mastery is a path that we walk along. An inward path. But as you start to master yourself, we don't own ourselves. We guide ourselves. We're like a Sherpa. And we guide ourselves up that arduous path. And guide ourselves around danger. Whereas the fool walks into it, the master can identify it. No, don't walk there. Self-mastery is about finding your virtue. You know, we don't create virtue. You don't create yourself into a good person. Because you don't even know what that is. You have to mimic it. You have to learn about it. To realize it daily, in every moment. Course correct. Have self-restraint. Virtue is largely about self-restraint. And that poses a weird philosophical question, because what drives our actions? If we have a tendency to act in ways that isn't in our best interest, what causes that? And is that us? Is that the real us? When you're self-sabotaging, is that the real you? It's just a question. It's just something to philosophize on. I don't know the answer. I look at it like this, where when we ask the question, do I own myself? We have to think about fate. Fatalism, predestiny. What's written in the cards. You know, what's... And some people don't believe in fate. The people that don't believe in fate, oddly enough and ironically, are the ones that believe that they can control their own fate. I haven't really put my foot down on this belief system yet as far as fate goes. It implies that we have no control over our outcome. Fate. You were fated to meet her. It was your fate to meet her, to fall in love with that woman, right? It was your fate to have this or that happen to you. We think in these terms of ways. And that takes the responsibility away from us, and that this just somehow happened to me. Regardless of my actions, if I was a good person or a bad person, I still would have ended up at this location. That's what fate kind of implies. It was written before I was even born. Like a script, like a novel. If that's the case, if there is a fate, and my life has felt very much like there's fate involved, like there's predestiny, like I'm meeting my destiny. If there is, then our lives are not our own. Maybe we are in the Matrix, and maybe there's some fat nerd in another dimension controlling us right now. This is the theory of the pixelated universe. It's an interesting theory. You can go look into it. Elon Musk talks about this kind of stuff. Scientists have found on a microcosmic level that pixels, like in your screen, in your computer screen, pixels exist at the smallest level. You go down to the smallest shit that exists in the universe and it's a fucking pixel. Maybe the Matrix is real. Who knows? We feel like we're in control of our lives because we feel like we have a choice. If a corporation offers you a selection of 10 t-shirts and you choose one, that feels like a choice. Even though that choice is being manipulated. I can give you 2 bad choices and force you to pick, put you in a desperate situation so you have no other recourse but to just pick the one of the 2 terrible choices I gave you. Both of those choices can be serving me and can be a manipulative trick, and you can choose one thinking that you're an individual and that you just made your choice and that you're the master of your own destiny and that you're walking this path alone in self-mastery, but I just fucking owned you and you don't even know it. This is what a good con man does. It makes people feel like that they're making their own decisions. I can make you feel like that you're an individual and you're thinking for yourself when the whole time you're not. You're doing what I say and you don't even realize it. That's the beauty of it. You don't even realize it. That's the trick. If you realized it, you'd smarten up and say, well, fuck this. Do you own yourself? I think one of the ways that we can do the best we can in this journey of self-mastery. Because I would very much like to be the operator of my ship. I hate to use the word control because that has this sense of ego and narcissism involved in it, like as if I'm going to be God or as if I'm going to put on the wizard hat like Mickey Mouse in Fantasia and control the world. I'm not trying to do that. But I would like to be able to hit a target when I aim at it. To be able to control the trajectory of my productivity and of my life. To be able to be in control of my virtuous nature and to be able to deny the evil that thrives within me. So I don't know if we can come to any answers on this one. I just thought it was an interesting topic to open up, to philosophize on. Let's just scatter these marbles on the floor and take a look at them and pick them up later. Ask yourself this today and philosophize on it. Do I own myself? It's all food for thought. Thanks for watching.